guys, I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 12:05 hours on Thursday, July 30th. Got a lot of stuff in this room I need to sell to somebody. What's up? We're cleaning. So what are we doing?
We're doing a photo shoot with the robots.
Okay, this is for the billboard?
This is for the billboard.
Cool.
Oh yeah, we get a billboard.
I'm pretty happy about that. You can just unplug it. Let me know when you're ready. How many people do you want?
I need to sit and discuss it.
Okay.
I turned the volume down and I don't know if what the camera sees is able to hear the sound.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I'll just be here.
Is there anything on this I can hurt if I move it?
No.
You can hurt yourself trying to. It's quite robust.
Like it's meant to go on a baby ship or something.
You're shooting.
I'm gonna be here,
Okay.
but that was physically where I wanted.
Okay. And I'll do something like this.
Steven, closer, Chris. And keep turning this way. Alright, that's about perfect. Hey, Batman.
Batman!
Can you move the yellow mop bucket? Steven, closer. You're good. Chris, look like you're talking.
Okay, so the differential is actually occurring inside the robotic wrist.
Do we have somebody that you can be explaining this to?
I'm explaining it to the camera.
Like, we frequently do videos with you and a buddy.
I have a buddy named you. What intern do we have here? Oliver. We'll have Steven tucked in under. Okay.
Which is totally where we put the camera if we were operating a piece of heavy equipment.
Put it on the swing.
Wherever
Right,
she
so you're
says.
gonna stand with Chris.
Stand right there. Come. There. Got it. And I'm going to teach you about knuckles. Okay, now, have you got... These are gears, and they choose. Okay, that's how it works.
Have
They're
her
choose
interact slightly.
gears. Here, you hold this.
Steven, closer.
Okay. Just hold it.
Closer, Steven.
So this is the same as this. This part, I'm explaining it to you. So this part totally does everything that this part does. They're not entirely different at all. Actually, no, it's different. There's no.
Oh, there we go.
There are gears in your hand and there are gears in this part back here, but the comparison between the two.
Oh, do that again.
This is it. What?
Do this part back here,
This
so.
part back here.
Cool.
You got it? Now you've got gears here, here, like that. And axis 5 is positive, negative. And there's axis 6. You see positive is this way, negative is this way. And this is axis 3 back here. This is one goes like that. It moves everything from here up there. This is the endpoint, so it all spins around. There's axis 2 back here. Well, it's all around, but like elbow. Okay, so that spins. This is the center point. This is the center point. It all spins like this. Okay. Then there's axis 1. Yeah. Yeah? And then there's axis 1. Okay, see that. Yeah, that was it. Let me see what you got. Okay. Thank you. And thank you, video team.
I just want you to be aware this is going to freak you the fuck out the first time. I've already vetted the program. It's fine. It doesn't crash.
It's going to be okay.
Yes.
You cut 12 seconds off a 1-minute program.
Yep.
All right, I'm excited.
You ready?
Yep. You want to get another 3 seconds off?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a point where it's doing a thing and then it goes from high speed all the way down because it's getting ready for the threading up. While it's doing that, once you've issued the slowdown command, have it start indexing the next tool while it's waiting for that to slow down. You can't do that?
I don't believe it.
Because
Maybe a parameter.
it waits for this whole thing to happen, and then it does this whole thing, and they're not touching each other. It has nothing to do with each other. You can totally like, and
Yeah, it would be
it's about the same amount of time. And if you could do that, you're there.
I don't know if it'll index on the fly wouldn't work. That would be start changing as it was moving.
That's not terrifying. It's closer, but there's plenty of room.
Yes.
You did not freak me out.
Good.
I'm actually pretty impressed because all you did was make it not go way the hell back. It's okay.
Well, I switched the programming from safe into production mode.
Oh, okay.
Because I always go back because it's the safer place to change tools.
That's fine. Fine. And you got 12 seconds off, so that's a lot. On a 1-minute program, that's a big deal. What fraction of 1 minute is 12 seconds? It's really easy to divide
20%.
60 by 12. It's really easy to divide 60 by 12.
20%.
This is cool. So how many do we have so far? We only have 4 bars left?
No, Paris stopped cutting because he said the saw wasn't working. It's working fine.
That's fine. All
We
right.
have 600 and something.
Cool. We'll be back. All right, so this is after changes?
Yes.
All right, do it.
So we're down to
46 seconds. That's sexy. manufacturing, engineering, and prototypical development. It's awesome. Look at that. There's science happening there.
Platform geometry just seems weird. Like the way they want it, these should be pointing out that way and going, so that's not right. Like originally, yeah. Because ideally this is all happening with linear actuators.
That one was the best you had so far.
Platform didn't like it though.
Then rotate these around the corner. The reason it didn't like it is you're getting binding here trying to go around the corner. So
Yeah.
rotate these off to this apex and you'll be set.
You're right. It's not technically giving a shape of paper, right?
It's cloth machine.
What?
It's cloth machine, which is cooler.
You say that, but it tastes
Strong.
terrible. This
Have
is
you
the
been
worst
snacking-
cake ever.
Have you been snacking on this?
I've tried it once.
Behold the power of gluten.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're demonstrating here.
That's right. Hi Chris, how are you? Groovy, is it work yet?
Well, I just placed an order for $165 in parts to put on the boards that are coming.
Cool.
So shit's happening.
The only problem is this is managed on the inside. So it's under the
There we go. Now.
no matter what. You know what I mean? Maybe we shouldn't care about what this wants, we should care about what the software wants.
It doesn't like that. The image may have to be on an angle.
I expect the image will have to be on an angle. That's fine.
Problem is I can't get it to tilt down more than that.
You don't want it there.
That's upside down. Or just entirely upside down.
Ed, you don't want it there, you want it up on a vertical.
If I put it here, then the image is going to be on its side.
Your limiting factor isn't how the image is going to point. Your limiting factor is the fact that everything in this area is going to get sprayed with lots and lots of
understand
coolant. If you put it on the side here, it's going to land there. I'm curious to see how this turns out. Let me know. You know, it used to be that people leave babies on your doorstep if you were a nonprofit. However, at the Geek Group, people leave stepper motors, yo! Yes, we got a bunch of them. There's some particularly nice ones. So, yeah, we don't know who dropped these off. Ed found them when he came back from lunch. He's like, hey, check this out. But that's cool. Put them in robotics. What you making?
We're prepping for the guy with the washers to come back at 4.
He's here. He just clocked in.
Go. So we'll call that, we'll go into offset mode, G54, and then hit C base measure, change the offset. There we are. And we get away from that. And now we get to test the code.
Probably get a better view on the TV over there.
Huh? Oh yeah, you've got that camera working now. Let's show him that. Look at that. That's cool. Now we get to watch a collision because he's doing code tests.
Let me know we get
All right, you have fun. That's really quite something. It'd be a lot cooler when it's making parts, but for now, this is quite the start. He's getting set up for your project.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We got a camera inside the lathe now, which is pretty awesome.
Does it record somewhere?
I don't know. But it's cool. That's neat.
Out, cut off, drop down in speed. Okay.
What's speed?
Tail stop.
Ah!
So,
C is live tooling.
C is an axis that engages when you need to use the live tooling. So it's a rotary axis for the spindle.
Okay.
That's more accurate instead of high speed.
Okay.
So let's actually run this program and see how long it takes. About 48 seconds.
That's way better. The first time was a minute 55. That's next run it'll take 20 seconds. That's awesome.
And then they just start flying out of the machine because it's 0 seconds.
We've had that happen.
You just open the door and like thousands of them just
Yeah,
flying
it's
out
great.
because it's 0 seconds, right?
I'm with that. So you're making washers?
Yeah. You remember?
Got a room full of them.
Well, they're very
BoltTepo.com.
specific washers.
We got a room full of them. BoltTepo.com.
Not that specific.
No? Okay.
We've got a lot of cool washers from BoltTepo, but these fit a very specific purpose. So.
Okay. I'm just going to trust you. Okay. Hey, Sarge. So when you drill this hole, this is going to go all the way through this board?
No, it is gonna go almost all the way. It's another board underneath it.
Yeah, that's not what I'm worried about.
Okay.
What I'm worried about is the thickness of the board underneath. Okay, see this board here? That's a
Right.
3/4 inch board, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this, the thickness of this to go through here, plus the extra 1/2 inch of drill bit on the bottom, equals you drill a hole in my cast iron table here, and that will make me sad.
But that drill bit will not go through this 3/4.
You sure?
I've been doing it every day.
Okay, I believe you. I had a moment of concern there.
Yeah,
because I love that table a lot.
It's roughly, it's probably 5/8 at most.
Okay, I believe in you.
Now another way I can do it is go halfway, flip it over, and then
You can, and you'll get cleaner edges on the top and bottom if you do that.
right.
Because you're going to end up with the tear spot no matter where you do it, but it's where that spot is, and you can have that on one side by drilling all the way through, or you can have it in the middle by drilling in, flip it, drill back, because you can line it up through the pilot hole,
Right.
and then it's easier to sand on the inside. That's how I usually do it. If I'm doing, because I know you're doing furniture stuff, so it's pretty, and that tear out matters to you. So that's how I do it: is half and flip it in
This is what
half.
I've been using to prevent the tear out. This bolt.
Yeah, that'll help. Because you've got it all clamped down.
Right.
Yeah, it'll help. So you can do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been doing it. I just got to line it back up. I had to adjust the alignment. It's just slightly.
Are you familiar with the dead blow?
Dead bolt?
Dead blow. Dead blow hammer?
Nah.
Oh, I'm gonna make your whole world a better place. Casey, where's that dead blow? He points.
On the mill?
Ah, okay. You're gonna love this. Now, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say you probably used a hammer before, right? I'm just guessing. You probably used a hammer before, right?
Not about it.
All right, come here.
Okay.
Take that, smack the floor with it. Just smack the floor.
Okay.
Just try it.
What's-
Did you feel it?
No.
If you did that with a normal hammer, it'd bounce, right?
Okay.
But that hammer doesn't bounce.
Okay.
Inside the head of that, it's filled with like BBs. Sometimes it's little steel BBs, sometimes it's lead shot, it varies.
Okay.
When you're doing exactly what you're doing there, of knocking something like just boop, 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 just getting it just right, that's a really good tool for that.
Okay.
Because where a regular hammer would mess up the edge in that, the dead blow, if you're just tapping, like, you know, if you smack it, you'll mess up the edge. But if you're just tapping, that is really good at putting all the energy into the thing, so you don't have to hit it as hard, and you don't mess up the edge. And this has a nice soft rubber face. We use this on the mill for the exact same thing, for like got a tweak of ice or something, just get it just right, it's great for that. It's called a dead blow hammer, and you can get these all over the place. This one came from Home Depot.
Dead blow. Dead blow. Okay.
Dead blow hammer.
All right.
It's just a hammer full of BBs.
Okay.
And for doing what you're doing right now, awesome tool.
Okay.
So, see, here to help.
Okay.
I scared him off. Is it working?
Yep, I think I opened the door too soon that time though. Hey Casey? Yeah. You need to know which button to push. I opened the door too soon. I hit the reset. What do I do here?
He's got it. You haven't run out of things to glue yet?
Glue all the things.
There's this funny thing about what we're gluing.
Yeah? They're popular?
Grows on trees.
Literally does, yes.
Man, if you were Harris, I would have put your hand with buckets.
They are popular. If you're watching this, you should buy one.
Some of them are even popular.
Oh, that was worse than hers.
At least we're just in bad wood jokes over here because it usually veers into dirty wood jokes.
Yeah, I've been doing very good to keep it clean. Mostly.
We're very proud of you.
I actually have gotten sick of them myself. A moose foot to the head helps too.
Yeah.
I've actually experienced her kicking me in the face, so I understand.
Has he?
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's got a lot of violence. She got a lot of anger.
She just hates it. Anti-man.
So we're gluing these because I learned something.
What?
You tell your helper to sand them, you need to tell them the minimum height.
Oh. They went a little bit below the minimum?
Like 100 thou.
Oh, that's annoying as hell.
Yeah. Limited edition.
Totally writing dirty words in the glue as a glue too, so if it fails.
You're writing dirty words in the glue?
Yeah, so if it fails, you can see. It's like all the time.
I'm just gluing.
I don't have that much effort.
Hey, I want to thank Alex Vaughn, who just pledged 20 bucks on Patreon, and Billy Dorfner, who's in for $5. You know either of those guys?
We know Billy Dorfner.
Do we?
He was here for Maker Faire last year, drove all the way from New York, and I put him in charge of the demo.
Yeah?
Ask him about the fuser. He knows all about it.
Alex Vaughn's a name I know too.
He is a frequent
I
flyer.
think I'm friends
Yeah.
with them both on Facebook.
Yeah? See, those are people that you can be friends with on Facebook. It's not like Chucky the 8th. You can't be friends with him on Facebook.
I am friends with him on.
Oh, so am I. And he posts me things that might corrupt my young soul and lead me away from the clean heart full of Jesus that I have.
Tell people the thing he and I had.
Hey, anything you got with Chucky 8 that's your thing and that's cool and I respect that and
We send each
I'm
other
not
puns.
judging you. Puns?
Puns.
Oh, well, you're doing way better than I am because he sends me things too on Facebook.
We send each other puns.
He's a dirty, dirty
He
man.
sends us some interesting things in viewer mail too.
Yeah. Oh, what he sends me on Facebook is way worse.
Ours are LG rated.
Yeah? Well, he knows the fear of the moose.
Puns.
Puns.
I think he just finds the similarity between him and Moose. It's fun with you and him. It's dirty.
Oh, it's depraved, horrific things. He sent me images of people doing
Whatever.
things, bad things in dark rooms,
He'll send that to me once.
and then they get a moose appropriate response.
Yeah, you know, find out how easy it is for me to sign them up for junk mail.
You're a woman in a uniquely good position to do that.
I know.
That's kind of fun. Never thought of that. So how many more shopping carts of stuff do you have?
Just this.
Just this one?
And then that.
and then that poor table. Oh God.
As a junk table to begin with, that's why we're using it.
Trash.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Is it wrong that I have a desire for a clawfoot bathtub full of that? It has to be a clawfoot bathtub, and we're not going to get into the why, but I have a desire for a clawfoot
for a half hour, then
bathtub.
you just peel off that layer.
Oh.
I've been doing that with these, like it'll dry after you just peel it off. It's so satisfying.
You've been hanging out on Reddit a little too much.
Whatever. I am, but oddly
Oddly satisfying? Yeah.
I have never actually been to it. I have just enjoyed
You need to
that
check
my
it out.
entire life. I'm sure I will love it.
Because I would be totally willing to get like a kiddie pool and put down an inch of this in a kiddie pool just to pull the skim off and post it to Oddly Satisfying.
Who would take a bottle of Elmer's glue and just smear it all over your arms.
Rubber cement's better.
Rubber cement's
Rubber
good, but I
cement's
never
better.
had rubber cement much.
Oh man.
I always had lots of Elmer's glue.
I may have, shortly before I met you, we were living on Rosewood, Geek House 4.
Yeah.
I bought a jar of rubber cement for no other purpose than to put it on my hand and peel it off. This was my desk fidget.
I would always be when my mom got like the credit card junk mail.
Oh, the little gummy bit!
Yeah, I'd be so happy.
Oh.
To off and sit there with it.
Oh yeah, you're good for half an hour with that.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Don't judge me.
Oh, I'm
Don't judge me. Don't.
I also had my bedroom. My bed was up against the wall, and there was a nail where a picture used to hang, and I pulled the nail, and I realized the paint started to peel.
Oh.
And it took my mom like a whole 2 months to realize before I had like a good 3 foot section of paint just peeled away.
My wall experience as a child was very different.
I actually have that now in my apartment. I'm not getting my security deposit back.
I was bored one day, so I just took a pencil and started drawing on the wall in the bathroom.
I have seen that bathroom.
And then I just kept drawing. And I was expecting...
I have pictures of that bathroom.
Instead of getting in trouble, I was told, paint it! Paint it!
My 2 cousins actually had a closet where, when my dad discovered it, they had taken crayons and completely colored in all of the walls of the closet with crayon, to the point where they were scraping it off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now see, when I was a little kid, me and my kid brother shared a room. And it was an upstairs room, and we had dormers, which are where
Window...
yeah, like the window, yeah. And on either side, there were dressers. Each had 3 drawers, and they were built into the wall. Like when the drawers were closed,
Yeah.
it sat flush to the wall. So we pulled the drawers out, and we kicked in the back plate. So you could put the drawers in, it looked totally normal, but if you took the bottom drawer out, you could crawl in there and end up in the attic. And we took a bunch of old doors and made a floor in there.
Because Coopersville country, you can get a hold of old doors really easy.
If you're patient.
Yep.
And there was a factory at the end of River Street that made relays. Little tiny relay assemblies for like cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And they'd have circuit boards where they'd have like a piece of G10 like this, and they'd have little squares punched out where obviously they'd put the raw thing of G10 in a thing and like stamped out the bits, and these were the circuit boards on the relays.
Yeah.
So what they'd end up with is a dumpster full of these panels that looked like this with square holes punched out, right? And they all had like 10 holes in them. So we dig those out of the dumpster and haul them home by like the backpack and get some glue out of Dad's shop and make buildings. If you put 4 of them together, you got a building. And we built a whole city in the attic with like just Matchbox cars and G.I. Joe guys, because scale.
Right.
And it was awesome. It was really cool. We had a whole thing up there. And it was there like way, way, way into my teenage years, and I had moved out, and nobody knew about it until the house caught fire, and part of that attic like was damaged, like the ceiling below it. So when they knocked the ceiling down, all this piles of shit came down with it. And I was like, what the hell?
It's raining flaming G.I. Joes.
Some of these wood combinations, man.
It's raining, flaming now.
what I put up with.
I think Rose did that one. I'm blaming Rose.
She's a good scapegoat.
Now I don't have to wash my hands of it. Oh.
Rose doesn't put gloves on when she does this, so that she can do it all.
Oh, when we do the other half of the floor in the computer lab,
Yes.
you need to come down with your Hasselblad, assuming it has the exact same characteristics of the first half. You need to come down with your Hasselblad and point that thing's like straight at the floor and take crazy high resolution images of the floor.
Like before you grind it, or
Before we grind it, after we rip all the tile off.
there's something interesting going on down there?
There's some really cool art poster mojo that could happen there.
Okay.
Because it's a really disgusting floor. But with macro photography or a really good lens, it looks really beautiful.
Well, you are familiar with the ongoing photo series I've done of trash and leftover things.
Yeah. This is art. Like it's kind of like Pollock-esque, and I would have a 5 foot by 7 foot print of this hanging on the wall in my house. It's kind of cool.
But only the Hasselblad can take that picture?
No, your Sony can.
'Cause I
But
don't
it's a thing where you want crazy high resolution for
I want
this.
to talk about the pictures my Hasselblad can take today.
Do we want to leave robotics open for Zom tonight?
No, people will die.
I'm just trying to think of the areas where people won't die.
Oh, wow.
I'm expecting to have like a 10-person zone. Which is a lot more fun than a 100-person zone.
Depends on your point of view and where you're at. Yeah.
Yeah, in this building, 10 people way more fun. In a park, 300 people great. God, can you imagine doing an outdoor zone tonight?
Yeah. What, this heat?
Yeah, this sucks.
We've done them in some awful heat.
Yeah.
Some awful cold.
I'd rather do them in the cold.
I don't know. This time of year though, it gets kind of colder at night. So. Last night was
It
fantastic.
starts to get nice.
Yeah. Last night was great, except, oh! You and I got a project.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a bug zapper.
Okay.
We're gonna find a way to hang a bug zapper on the boat.
Okay. Why don't you just get one of the? Have you seen those little paddle ones that you taste people?
Not enough. Not even, because you
I
turn
used to
on
have a little one.
you turn on the little white light on the boat.
And they just,
Oh my god! After
that's usually why they're like
yeah,
6 foot tall.
I need to get a tall one, because after 5 minutes you can't see the light. It's
And of course you're sitting right next to it.
yeah,
so you're like,
because you can't. The motor's there, so you got to hold the thing. And oh my god! So I got to get a bug zapper for the boat. That's going to be a thing. And I need you to find me. You know the gray battery plugs?
yeah.
I need a pair of the smallest ones we have. I know we've got
Okay.
some that are pretty small, like about this wide.
I will see
I
what
need a
it's
pair for the battery.
Oh,
What'd you do? What'd you do?
it's just interesting.
Let's go find battery plugs real quick.
Look at Hey, did you make that thing for Patreon yet?
What thing? Oh, I gotta make a dedicated Patreon video. Yeah. I gotta come up with what I can make for a dedicated Patreon video. That the regular blog people. I gotta make a video like every week that is just Patreon, but I'll talk to you about that in a minute. I gotta go do a thing. I'll be back.